Hi everyone, thanks for joining us on today's Business Interruption Claims Q&A. Today we are joined by Mike McGovern, a Managing Director at Glass Ratner. Mike is going to walk us through the policy to see if you might be covered. So without further ado, let's get started. Our first question is, what types of policies do you typically see business income coverage associated with?
So there are a lot of different variations of policies out there. Typically, business owners may have an all-risk form. It may be a business owner policy, sometimes called a BOP form, or also a commercial property policy. Those are some of the more standard forms. And included within those, what you'll see is typically a business income and extra expense coverage form. Not every business has this coverage, but many do.
So what should you look for in the policy?
So the policies could be a couple hundred pages long, so that's not always to navigate your way around them. There are endorsements and things that in the policy that modify them, so you have to really know what you're looking for. Generally speaking, though, the policy will include something called a declarations page, and all that really does is it lists out all the different key parts of the policy, what the available coverages are, what the premiums may be, and then what the deductibles would be, what limits and then sublimits may apply.
Mike, can you tell us a little bit more? What is Glass Ratner doing to assist businesses?
Become an extra expense, generally that's tied to some sort of physical damage. You think back on the history of insurance, and typically the business income and extra expense policies are used to cover businesses that may have had a fire. Well, it's not quite as clear cut in this case. But what the courts are trying to understand now is whether this virus is construed as physical damage. There may be other ways that businesses are covered, though, whether by contamination, pollution, governmental orders, and what the policy calls civil authority. Maybe some policies actually have specific limits included for virus and bacteria, but they may actually be sublimited. It might be a small amount. So not all policies have specific exclusions, so it's important to speak to a coverage attorney. And this is where Glass Radners is helping to facilitate that exchange of information between the coverage attorneys and business owners. And if there is coverage, then we're able to assist with the claim preparation of the business income claims.
Those are all the questions we have for today, but let us know what you think by commenting below. And make sure to tune in next week, next Wednesday, on Glass Ratner's LinkedIn page for additional information on business interruption claims. If you have a question you would like answered, please email Mike directly at mmcgovern@glassratner.com. Thanks and see you next week.